Hi guys, I am back with the Traveler's Notebook page today. I wanted to share with you a layout I did with a picture of my niece. She was born last February, so her birthday is coming up very soon, so she's going to be 1 year old. So I wanted to scrapbook this page, and I wanted to use lots of pinks and black and whites with this. So I'm first going to put some texture down on the page using this Heidi Swapp texture paste, and it ends up being a very shiny look when it's all dry. So I'm going to put it in a couple different places. It's actually a little darker than I was anticipating, but it ends up working out in the end. I'm just using a Tim Holtz stencil to put this down, and it looks kind of like bubble wrap. That's kind of what it ends up looking like on the page. I'm just putting in a couple different places to see where I like it, and I'm just going to kind of scrape down some of the excess texture paste that's on my palette knife on the page just to add some more texture and dimension. That's basically what I'm trying to do. And then once I get all of that down, I will start layering my paper and things like that on the page. So I'm just going to clean up here for a second, and then here is what it looks like when it's all done. This is the picture I'm using. It's already been mounted on some white cardstock, and I'm going to use this pink doily. I have quite a few of these colored doilies in my stash, and I don't use them quite enough, so I wanted to make sure I got that on this page because, like I had mentioned, it is kind of a monochromatic color scheme that I'm going for. So at first I thought I was going to put it down like this, and I'm going to hem-haw about this a bit, and then eventually I'm actually going to end up turning the entire book on its side. So I'm doing more of a landscape. Yes, landscape, right? Yes, landscape, a landscape page. But I'm going to play with this quite a bit. I'm going to take the picture off and take it on. I'm going to use this die cut piece. I wanted to maybe incorporate this because I wanted to have black and the white and the pink together. Ultimately, this piece does not make it on the page. This is actually a die cut that came out of the middle of a camera die cut that I had cut out quite some time ago, and I was really trying to use it, but it's just in the end just not going to work for what I am trying to achieve here. And I think I was mostly struggling because the layout of the page and the picture kind of went from one end to another on the page, and it just wasn't working for me. So like I said, here I'm going to flip it over on its side. I'm still going to try to use that circle, but it's just not going to end up working out. So I'm going to play with the placement of the layout or of the picture. And finally, I'm going to settle kind of right where it is now, just slightly off to the right-hand side and not in the middle. I want to kind of be off this to the side. This little tag is from an Inky Quill cut apart sheet. I believe it was from her December printables from her Patreon page. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I can give you that information, or you can go to Patreon and look up Inky Quill. And she has a little club where she has people subscribe to the Patreon page, and depending on the subscription level, you get different items and things like that. So I had these cut apart sheets, and I thought it was perfect for this page because, like I had mentioned, I wanted to have black and white. I had some of this twine attached to a tag that was in my stash of things. Instead of getting a whole new piece and getting the roll out of my drawer, I thought I would just use a little piece off of this, and that was perfect because I didn't need a lot, and it worked out well. This is another piece that I cut apart from a different layout, and it was a little wreath, and I didn't need the entire wreath, so I thought I would cut off some of it so I could use it on another page, and it came in handy because it worked really well on this page. I'm just going to use that as a layering element behind that tag and the photo. These are some sticker books that are from Me and My Big Ideas. Yes, no, yes, Me and My Big Ideas. And they're made for planners, but I bought them to use in my Traveler's Notebook and my Project Life. They work really well. For instance, that sticker that I just put down, that is like a full box sticker on a Mambi planner, but I thought it would be great as a layering element, and it worked really well behind the photo. And it kind of mimicked the black and white check of the tag that I had put down originally. I'm going to go through this Tim Holtz sticker sheet. I'm going to pick out two phrase stickers. One is going to say, "Hello, my darling," and the other one is going to say, I think, "Happy Day," or something along those lines. Oh no, "Today is a good day." I'm sorry. I'm just going to add that down, and I am also going to do just a little bit of journaling on the tag. I have scrapbooked these pictures already, so I didn't need to add a bunch of journaling because I did have that on my scrapbook layout, but I'm going to do a tiny bit of journaling on that tag there. But first I'm going to look through this to see if I can find anything else. I am going to take off these little heart circle stickers and put them up the right hand side of the photo. I think it just gives a little extra sweetness to this already very adorable photo of my great niece. And I like the heart motif. I thought that was what worked well with the page. These are some Paige Evans stickers. I got these from Hobby Lobby. They're from the kind of the same sticker sheet from American Crafts. And I wanted to add a little bit more pink to the layout, so I'm going to use a flower and that heart. Again, just adding some more pink. I did a lot of black and white elements, and I knew I needed a little bit more. I'm going to look at this strip here, and I am going to pull off a pink word, I believe. And I'm going to add it on as well to the page. Or maybe not. No, you know what? I was looking through that and I was going to, but then I decided not to. I kind of liked it just being simple like this. So I'm going to add my journaling down here. And once I get that down, I'm going to look at the page and see if there's anything else I want to do with it. And I'm, like I said earlier, I'm keeping it pretty simple. I think the mixed media texture on the background really gives it what it needs. It doesn't necessarily need a whole lot. So what I'm going to finally add is some marks around the page, so just an outline around the page. It looked a little floaty, so I always do that when I feel like I need to anchor my page or my layers down. I will add this line around the outside edge of the page. So that is pretty much going to wrap it up. I'm going to have some still shots at the very end so you can kind of see some close-ups of what the layout turned out looking like. Oh, and I did forget, I did doodle around here a bit. I'm adding some hash marks and some hearts. And that's kind of nice too. These traveler's notebooks are nice because you can do some doodlies and things like that. And I feel like you feel a little more free in the traveler's notebooks than I do maybe on a scrapbook page like a Project Life or a 12 by 12. So that's one reason I really like these traveler's notebooks. But anyway, I'm just going to finish up here. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. If you liked the video and you want to see more traveler's notebook pages, make sure you give me a thumbs up or give me a comment in the bottom so I know that's what you're looking for, and I will definitely add more of these videos in the future. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you as a subscriber. And I guess that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye now.